thing. It's not human.
Darling, wake up. Darling! Shh. You're okay. I'm here. It was just a nightmare. You've nothing to fear. You must be gentle with yourself. It's only been a week after all, and you've yet to control your new heightened emotions properly. Have you had anything to drink today? Darling, we've talked about this. I know you're still getting used to it all, but you can't miss feeding. Your hunger levels are higher because you're technically still in the transition period. And it's easy to end up in a frenzy if you're not careful. Do you want that again? Then drink. That's my good girl. My love, there is another reason why you might be suffering from those nightmares. Your mind. Your mind is rebelling against the idea that you died by those two men who shot you in the drive-by. I understand you might not feel that way, but the human part of you did die that day. And thus your body is in a traumatized state, lashing out in hideous nightmares, denying the fact that any of this really happened. You simply have to fully accept what you've become. And getting even won't hurt either. Why, yes, my sweet dove. And things are already in motion. I have an informant, someone on the underground, that can get any information you might desire. It may cost you a pretty penny, but there is no one better. He found the license plate and tracked down the car we saw. It's very unusual, imported in fact. And only one group of guys in town is flamboyant enough to own a car like that. The Desatro brothers. That's the one. And according to my informant, they've been shooting up neighbors and making a ruckus just to make people sit up and notice them since they are one of the new groups in the city. I'm going to make them regret ever driving down that street that night. I'm going to give them exactly what they deserve. What do I care about the consequences? They killed you. No. They forced my hand. And if I don't stop them, they will kill again. And there will be no second chance at life for those poor individuals. No, my darling. My mind is made up and will not be changed. Besides, you have nothing to fear from me. I am a vampire, remember? I'm faster, stronger, and have a lot more power than an ordinary man. I understand you still see me as a mere human, but I'm much more than that. I am indeed a vampire, just as you are, my little sweet dove. With your eyes as red as the ruby cufflinks that you gave me, and your lips, softer than any rose. Though you were beautiful as a human, as a vampire you transcend even the most sought-after and great families. But before we go hunting and I get revenge on those who wronged you, I suggest a little normalcy. There's a new little cafe that opened up around the corner and it looks like just the kind of place that you'd love. My darling, yes, we are cursed to drink blood, but there are other pleasures in this new life. One of those things is coffee. It's one of the few things we can still taste and enjoy. No vampire has been able to figure out why. It's just the way it is. And secondly, You haven't been out of the house since you transformed. It's not good for you. Don't you worry. I'll be there in case something happens, but you'll be just fine. You're fed, and it's been a week, so just enjoy our little date. Alright? Then let's be off. Ah, look at that smile. I knew you'd like it. Now, what would you like to order? Oh, someone's getting a little fancy. I'll order us the drinks and you find us a table. Here you are, my darling. There's yours and here's mine. Give it a taste. Trust me. Yes, you'll find that in a lot of things, your senses are far more attuned than they were previously. That warmth that spreads through you, the flavors that linger long after you've slowed, the rich sweetness that carries you away, doesn't it? There are a few things in this world that can give us the same feeling as blood, or even surpass it. One, of course, is coffee. And I can tell how much you enjoy that. Well, companionship is by far the greatest thing we can experience. But of course, the loss can be just as intense, because we feel things far more real than any other being. The bond between two of our kind is completely unbreakable, and makes us feel more alive than being human ever did. Partly, when I first saw you, it was as though spring had finally come and began to melt the frozen water that had become my heart. That's why I couldn't lose you. You have such a beautiful soul. Forgiving so quickly after all I've put you through. I think it's part of what drew me to you. I'm forever thankful that I met you. Truly, after all that happened, even now you're thankful you met me. You truly are a rare gem indeed. That just about finishes us off. Let's go for a drive. Nowhere in particular yet. I simply don't want to take you home when you're doing so well with being out. By the way, how are you feeling about everything? Honestly. A change in scenery is always great for helping improve your perspective. I'm relieved you feel that you are adjusting. And when you're ready, I will instruct you on using your new powers and abilities. But for now, I need to clean out the trash in this world. Wait here while I handle this. It won't take long. We're at the Desatro residence. My informant gave me the exact address and they are having a large party tonight with all of the members. It's the perfect opportunity to get my revenge for you, my darling. Just wait here. My sweet dove, are you sure you're ready for this? This isn't going to be pretty, and you're only just coming to terms with it all. Very well. But if at any time you think it's too much, please leave. I can handle it. Promise? Then it's settled. Come. Sneaking in. Now where's the fun in that? Yeah, Come, my darling. Dance the dance of the vampire with me. Take every one of them. Leave not a drop of blood. We leave nothing behind, but their screams rising to the sky. As we leave this world without a single breath. Come close. There's a little blood left on your cheek. Much better. Bonding, you say? Two vampires hiding in the shadows, vanquishing the scum of the earth. I have a different proposal, at least for now. Why don't we start planning and enjoying our marriage for the next 100 years or so? There's still so much left for you to discover, so much for us to discover together. And then we can live out our dreams of vampire superheroes. What do you say to that, my darling? Wonderful. After all, we have all the time in the world.